Anthropic, developers of Claude, joins Blender Foundation as a Patron member. New tool to create ultra-realistic rigged faces. Open source world generation model that you can run in only 8 GB VRAM. And more in this news episode with Philip.
Alright guys, the first news we have is 3D Gen Studio. And this is particularly big news because 3D Gen Studio is the first AI-powered 3D mesh studio that runs completely locally for your ComfyUI workflows and open source workflows. As you can see, we are here on the website and you will see it's open source, it's brand new, it was just released like a week ago or something like this. But it's really amazing because we actually have now for the first time an option that we can organize our ComfyUI models that we create, for example, with Trellis in ComfyUI. We have a visual interface with even an asset library, as you can see here. We can also have a graph mode that you will see over here. So you can also have this kind of ComfyUI style, but here with a more advanced tool and with a better interface. Yeah, you will basically see that you can go through every step, like hooking up different AI image generators together with image editors. Then you can also upload workflows for your mesh generation and the mesh editing mode. What I found is really cool that basically you run still everything locally on your own machine, but you will have the advantages of using 3D Gen Studio. 3D Gen Studio was, by the way, released by Visual Bruno, who is the creator behind the Trellis to ComfyUI nodes. And it's really great to see because I actually set it up here also on my own PC already. And you will see that we have here projects where you have every step and you can basically, then implement here each workflow. But also under assets, you will see, and I think this is one of the most powerful modes, is that you can basically go in here, edit your mesh, and then also do in-painting on it, which reminds us a little bit of Modif, but with the difference that it's all locally and you control the whole process. And as you can see, we have here then an in-painting editor and mesh editor that you can use for in-painting, which is of course really cool. Definitely something to check out. We will link everything as always down below. And now back to Stefan.
Alright, and probably the most significant news this week is that Anthropic aka Claude joins Blender. There are actually two news. The first one is that they will support Blender development, which is amazing. As they mentioned, they will improve features like Python API, which is, if you don't know, available for everyone, and you can wipe code with Blender Python API, anything, and that's extremely powerful tool. And it will be developed further. The second news, which is also very excited, that we do have a native integration Blender with Claude, and that's actually super nice. So here's how it looks. Now in your Claude, you can go to connectors, add connector, and here you can find Blender and just press plus and install. That's how easy it is right now. And then in connectors, you're gonna see if Blender enabled or disabled, and you can already start controlling Blender scene. You can also go to a connector and see what permission it has, what it can do, all of them here. So you enable connectors, and together with Blender MCP, you can do quite a lot. And we already see quite a lot of examples on the X, how it helps to speed up stuff. Like, so basically you can talk with Claude and it will do some stuff in Blender. Can be both helpful for creative artists and for technical artists. I'm right now exploring it in details and gonna bring some very cool use cases to your attention very soon.
Alright, next thing I quickly wanted to show you, in case you remember from one of our past episodes, is that there is Skintoken. And Skintoken was this kind of auto rigging tool developed by Vast AI, who are also the developers by Unirig, and they released skin tokens. And actually the weights are out now, and the great thing is that Rizlord created a ComfyUI repository regarding it. And this is of course really cool because it's basically free to use and ready to pick up. So definitely check it out on his GitHub repo, and you will see that we then can have ComfyUI nodes and basically then auto rig our characters with AI. In case you would like to see a detailed video about it on my channel, then please let me know in the comments and I will make sure to do a video about it. And one very great thing is of course that, as you can see, it only takes around 4 GB of VRAM for the default checkpoint. So definitely worth to notice that you can even run it on GPUs that don't have that much VRAM, which is of course really cool.
Super excited news. We got Headshot 3 release from Reallusion, and they basically say that this tool will have a lot of AI. Long story short, this is continuation of Headshot 2 tool that already allowed to convert meshes to CC for character characters, which is character creator. Now we do have character creator 5, and you can bring an image and to convert it into the CC4 character, which looks amazing. If I'm getting that right, that is actually easier and better than MetaHuman, because now you don't need to mess with scans and stuff. You can actually upload a photo. It will help to create mesh, and there is even a professional tool that will help to build advanced mesh that will work with animation extremely nice. But the downside here is that it's a paid tool, but you're not paying for the headshot alone, you're paying for character creator altogether, and it has way more than just building an accurate face, and this is just a nice addition. Whether that worth or not, we're gonna figure it out very soon. Gonna drop the video next week with full breakdown.
Next up we have Overworld Waypoint 1.5, and this one I noticed thanks to you guys, because you made me aware of this on our PixelArtistry Discord channel. And you can, by the way, always join our free Discord in case you would like to join our community by following the links down below in the video description. Anyways, what you can see here is that this is a low VRAM one-click launcher, and this is actually the first model, the first world model I see, which only runs on 8 GB on VRAM and is completely local and free. So this is definitely great. And you will see here, obviously it's not the best quality, but actually you can run around here in live mode. You can choose different seats and basically prompt different environments, and you will see you get this kind of cool retro gaming look, I would say. And best thing is, of course, it runs locally and you can use it. I actually tested this, by the way, on their website overworld.stream, and here you can also run it basically for testing in their browser, but you will also have there a one-click installer to directly download it as a .x file, which is of course really cool. So as you can see, I can run around here, jump, and even shoot, which I think is really cool. And it's all live and quite fast, I would say. So really cool stuff though. So in case you're interested in exploring something like this, you can definitely check it out, because I think it looks really promising, and you can create quite a large world, as you can see here. We can even shoot at objects, which is of course really cool for your game experience. So definitely fun stuff and worth to check it out.
Another excited announcement is from Mr. XR, who announced image to material, I2M, a new way to actually do PBR materials from a single image, they say. And this is interesting because they have their own measured real world PBR data captured through their own software. And they basically say that we identify, not estimate the materials. That lies within the approach, is new way to identifying the materials and generate accurate albedo, diffuse, roughness, specular, IOR, and metallic maps. They currently not talking about normal map, because I guess that's a bit different dimension, is more about bumps and stuff. But even without it, the results that they are showing are very impressive. Recently, last week, there was Patina released on Foliate that produces extremely nice PBR materials, but as a maps, not in context of objects. And this one is focused specifically on objects and looks very cool. So they promise it will be soon available by API or in Master Studio. I'm gonna definitely test it out, and if it's worthy, you're gonna see it on my channel. Maybe try to use it as well. But so far it looks very promising and way better than everything I see on the market right now. And if you guys missed, this week I released my first 3D AI course that covers all the basics, how to create game-ready character with AI from scratch to game engine. We collected all AI tools and necessary 3D skills to get you covered in 90% of cases, and we plan to keep it updated within a year and include all new best tools that will be released, since things are changing very fast.
Next up, I wanted to give you an actual sneak peek of what I'm working on right now, and this is a new Trellis 2 projection workflow directly in ComfyUI, all local, free, and takes only 6 GB of VRAM, and it basically combines Trellis 2 with Flux to Client to create kind of those multi-views. So basically you will prompt here something, it will give you then an output image, which we don't have right now here since I restarted ComfyUI. But anyways, you will see that we have to reside here, and I mean guys, look at this, it's really great, and it's the first time that we get such nice texture details onto our mesh, I think. And this is a huge step because I didn't do any inpainting here or anything like this. It's all automatically generated in under 3 to 4 minutes. So I think this is really great stuff, and I'm really excited to show you this. So definitely keep that in mind. Video will launch soon, and let me know what you think think about it in the comments.
Another update is related to Autodesk Flow Studio. So basically we see Autodesk adding and playing with AI tools. This time we do have auto rig and so-called neural layer. So basically it's a very interesting concept. You create a character, you rig it, and you drop it into the scenes, replacing some other characters and stuff. If you do not know, you can actually test it for free in Flow Studio. Just register and you get free credits. So you can do generation, and here's how it looks. You do have some video and you can replace character with your actors. Here I generated characters and then generate the video and stuff. Looks very interesting. Let me know if that's actually useful for you. I don't really into animations or video right now, but I can definitely see use cases for ads and motion graphics.
And then just a small news, but still very effective, is that AeroX, who basically creates so much stuff at the moment, is really amazing. He also created this really cool Lora, which is actually able to extract like parts of your image. And this is also really useful because, as we know, and you might have watched Stefan in my videos about it, is that you get even more detail when you split up your character into parts, like from your base image, then generate it and then bring it all together. And this is of course perfect by using the separation Lora here, where you can also install that locally. It's working with Flux to client, so it doesn't take that much VRAM, and then you can also use it effectively to generate your 3D models. And on top of that, he also trained a Albedo delighting Lora, as you can see here. And this is also of course really effective because it basically removes any shadows that we get from all base images and solves a huge issue. So also definitely exciting stuff. As you can see, I, by the way, covered this in my newsletter Futureframes. So in case you would like to be the first one knowing about the stuff and, you know, having exclusive insights about this as the first one, then make sure to join the PixelArtistry free newsletter Futureframes, where you will also find a direct link down below in the video description.
Lastly, we do have Rodin Gen 2.5 announcement, which is about to release very soon. We do see they are teasering that there will be a lot of improved quality. So we are waiting for the final release to give it a proper test. From what we already know, there will be tiers of effort that will produce different quality, which is actually very interesting. Very excited to see another big update from big player on 3D AI.
All right, so as always, we hope you have enjoyed this week's news episode. Please make sure to subscribe to Stefan's and my channel so we can keep doing what we're doing. That would help us actually a lot.
And we see you guys in the next news episode.